A committee of British lawmakers has recommended regulating crypto trading as gambling. Viewing retail trading of cryptocurrencies as more akin to gambling rather than a financial service, the UK Treasury Committee stated that cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin have no intrinsic value and serve no useful social purpose, while consuming large amounts of energy and being used by criminals in scams, fraud, and money laundering. The UK Parliament announced Wednesday that the Treasury Committee has called for consumer trading in unbacked crypto to be regulated as gambling. The Treasury Committee is appointed by the House of Commons to examine the expenditure, administration, and
to make Japan number one again, this time in the burgeoning crypto and Web3 industry. Sota Watanabe, welcome to this week's episode of Yahoo Finance's The Crypto Mile.
Yeah, thank you for having me today. I'm super excited to be here.
What is the current situation of Web3 in Japan? Are there any exciting things that the rest of the world should know about?
Yeah, I think that's a good question. So a lot of the Japanese companies, especially the big companies such as Toyota or Sony or NTT, would like to work on Web3. And the Japanese government made Web3 as a national strategy back in last September. And the Japanese government also published, actually the ruling party published the Web3 white paper version 2, which include a lot of the, cutting edge opinion in the paper. And it is also approved by the government already. I see a lot of the enthusiasm and I see a lot of the energy in Japan right now, especially a big company. The reason is very simple, I guess. So Japan used to be number one, recognized as the number one in terms of, car, in terms of electronic goods, and so on, right? But we completely miss the Web 2. So we don't have a Google, Meta, Amazon. We even do not have a Alibaba, Tencent, and we even do not have a LINE. LINE comes from Korea, right? So we miss Web 2. So our decision maker right now in Japan know the age of Japan was number one. And we are losing right now. And the Web3 is the next big opportunity, right? For the Japanese company as a country. And a lot of the people are talking about AI, but in terms of the volume of the data, I think English is much more than Japanese, right? And Japanese company does not have much data because we don't have a big Web2 company. So Web3 is the next opportunity for Japan itself.
Could you elaborate on the ambitions to make Web3 innovations that are currently happening in Japan to the rest of the world?
Japan is recognized as the leading creator country. So we have a lot of the electronic goods, we have a lot of the manufacture stuff, but this is like hardware, right? So as a country, I think Japanese people and Japanese company needed to invest more in software. So in this sense, I think making a platform, a lot of the Japanese company are interested in making platform itself. Maybe layer 1 blockchain or layer 2 blockchain and the wallets. I think this is what they have to do. Japan is the big market and this is the issue itself. Because the market is big, the company provides service and product only in Japan and they can make money. But problem is this market is shrinking. And Japan is one of the, elderly society, right? So we need a company or we need a founder, we need a product that make money outside of Japan to grow the economy. So this is what I think the entire country have to do.
Are Japanese manga, anime and computer game creators making any inroads into Web3 or deploying their creations on the blockchain?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of the creators, gaming company, and also, manga, anime creator would like to work on Web3, especially NFT. But the problem is they don't know how to, right? And the Web3 is global from day one. So we don't have a lot of the people who understand the global business. We have a bunch of the people who understand the Japanese business, who can speak Japanese, but we don't have much people who understand the global business and who can speak English very well. So this is the issue, but I think situation is changing a lot. And from the government perspective, some of the politicians said, we have a great content like IP, but this IP does not make money outside of Japan.
Okay, I had heard that Japan has a vision to become number one again, this time in Web3. Can you elaborate on this ambition?
I named a star back in 2020. The meaning is a star. So we would like to be a hope in a global market, especially Japan, because I'm a Japanese founder. So as I said, we have a bunch of the great company in Web 1, before Web 1, right? But we don't have a many global company in Web 2. At the age of Web 3, we have to make something new. We have to make, very innovative company that can be bigger, just like Sony or just like Toyota, right? If we cannot make it, I think our economy is going to shrink. In terms of like a Japanese culture and the mindset, people follows the successful use case. But it is really tough to make successful use case. I think Japanese people is very conservative compared to American or maybe some of the European. So it is really important for Japan to make one successful use case. And ideally, we would like to be one of the successful use case. And there is a chicken and egg problem. In terms of law and tax, we need a use cases to change the law.
So what should the Japanese government do to encourage the Web3 sector within Japan?
Definitely a tax and law. Because as an entrepreneur, it is really, hard and difficult to enter the gray zone. If it is white, we should go. It is black, we shouldn't go, right? But if there are a lot of the gray zone, a lot of the entrepreneurs hesitate to enter the market. Yeah, especially a founder who are using real name, right? No one would like to be arrested.
Why has the Japanese economy been stagnant for so long? What obstacles could stop Japan from achieving its ambition to become a world leader in Web3?
So I think the reason why economy is shrinking a lot is that we don't have a successful global use case recently. I mean, we had a Sony and we have a Toyota. I think Japanese people are really proud to see, let's say, Toyota car in London or Sony. People are using Sony headphone, right, in London. So I'm really proud of it. But the problem is after Toyota and Sony, a lot of the people are providing service only in Japan. And a lot of the people, started from Japan and win in Japan and go to the US. This does not work in internet era, especially in Web3, because it is borderless and global from day one. In Japan, if we have the very great product, there is a similar service in the US, and just scalability much faster than product in Japan. So this is a problem. So we have to increase number of the global entrepreneur who are providing the service across the globe from day one. Or maybe Japan is going to be the last country to enter for the Japanese founders. If we have a bunch of the entrepreneurs who are providing service out of Japan, once law and tax are fixed, everyone comes back to Japan. And then we can make a global company or product. And these kind of the use cases, these kind of the people are really needed in Japan right now.
All right. Sota Watanabe, thank you so much for coming